Good evening, folks. It's Richard Joe, CRO expert. It's been a few days now since I've posted. The last time I posted was in a hotel room in Hobart. I just got back last night from a long weekend trip with my wife in Melbourne, and I just had a look at one of my, more popular videos that I uploaded last year, and that was entitled Beware of False Positives and False Negatives. And I just want to follow up on that video because, yes, generally speaking, you want to be aware of false positives and false negatives, and you want to firstly identify if the results of your tests is, statistically going to be a false positive or false negative. And once you identify that, you obviously want to, not push out false positives and prevent false negatives from not being pushed out into production. But I just want to add a bit of nuance here, and that's that in reality, you may, you never know, maybe looking back, you've put a test into production and you may have actually done your numbers wrong, and you actually pushed into production a test that was actually a false positive. What that means is, the analogy of a false positive, to remind you, is telling a guy that he's pregnant, and he's not, obviously, because he's a dude, right? So the thing with that is that even if you do push out a false positive, the worst that can happen is really that you're going to be spending all this money on getting engineers to put into production, doing QA, and then wasting a bit of time. However, not pushing out or not calling a false negative a winner, when in fact it is, which is basically saying to a pregnant person that they're not pregnant, is basically more harmful than in a sense, because you're actually not pushing out into production something that is actually a winner, and you're saying it's a loser. So just bear in mind of that, the false negatives and false positives. Ciao.